Awesome.
Okay, there we go.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm awesome. And you are awesome too. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about our awesome women's rugby team and your experiences. Trish, will you just start out by introducing yourself and say maybe like what year you played and what position you played and roles you might have had?
Okay, yeah, I'm Trish Angelini Luciano. Played from 92 to 96. I was fly half for most of the time there, and then I was eight man for the last year I was there. So,
So you played fly half your junior, wait, your
fre yeah, was it freshman, sophomore, pretty much junior, or maybe I did eight man. Oh man, when was I eight man? I might maybe,
oh, I think you're 8 man your junior year
but I think it was junior. Yeah.
because Kate would have been fly half.
Yes. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I was looking at some pictures. It was it was you, it was Jen, it was all the tall girls. So you must have been 8 man that time. So I'm sorry, yep. And you said the years 92 to 96.
Yeah. Yep.
So what we were talking a little bit about this, but what drew you to start playing rugby for the Norwich women's rugby team?
Well, it was funny because I remember it was freshman year. I was in a golf company and we were in the hallway, and one of the cadre called us out. All the females get out here, So we all run out thinking we're gonna get beaten, and you and
No.
you and Kate were standing there, and you were like, "Hey, listen, we're on the women's rugby team." We're like, "What's rugby?" And so you guys explained it, and we're like, "Heck yeah, we'll try that. That sounds like a lot of fun. We get to tackle people, absolutely." So that's how it started.
I do not. I have no memory of that. That's wild.
Yeah.
Awesome. So wow. Mm. And we went around to all the companies
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure you went around to all of them. Yeah.
because my freshman year it was just me and Kate from the core that played.
Yep.
And then your freshman year, I feel like it was you, Abby, Kate,
Yep.
Moskal,
Stu Gold.
Sue Gold,
Um.
Laura.
Uh. Laura Tunney. Dizzy. Yep.
And that's all from the core.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, but I have a really bad memory. So and I'm pretty sure it's probably all those keg stands we did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just glad there's no cell phones or pictures from back then, because yeah, I'd probably be in trouble.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. That. Thank God. Seriously. Man.
So going on that route then, what are some of your favorite memories from playing rugby?
Man. I remember just being out with being the games. First of all, playing the games, it was awesome. I love rugby, and then just being in all the different colleges and meeting up with all the different teams and us hanging out and having our parties afterwards, going to the Dog River and hanging out the Dog River and it's starting to pour. Hold on,
Oh,
starting to rain. And yeah, I remember the Dog River and doing all that. And I mean, I remember one of the memories I have, which, and I can't place specifically, but I remember we're waiting on a tournament, and we would always go to like people's houses, their parents' houses or something, and we'd all crash there, and and that I remember that. I just remember that. It was just the best, one of the best. Like them inviting us in their home and all of us just hanging out. I know that's kind of mundane, but
no,
but that,
it's cool. My
yeah,
mom put us up. I don't know what tournament it was, but we definitely crashed at my place one time.
yeah, yeah. And I remember there was one. It was we were playing Beantown. We were playing Boston. Those bit huge. They were huge, massive
Oh,
chick.
hmm.
And pouring out was like gross. It was cold. I had the flu really bad. I was wicked sick. And I remember all you guys taking care of me and getting meds and trying, and slept in. And but I forgot whose house we were at for that. But yeah, we were crashing somewhere from there too. Um, but yeah, it's just I remember just the different places and the you know, just all you guys, all the people that we were playing and we met up with. It was great. So
Vague memory of House of Tang, right? Isn't that the Chinese place in Montpelier?
yeah, yeah.
Ziploc bags, bringing food home. Yes.
I didn't remember that. I remember the when we had the strippers. That was funny. Uh,
Oh, yeah, at that place I worked at, that bar.
the
What was that
bar
place
right
called?
now,
The
right
Indian bar there.
yeah, and then it was two guys and they came and it was just all of us, those poor guys, all the rugby chicks. We were like, that was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, there's some pictures circulating there. I don't know if you
I-
remember Jen. Yeah, that was nice.
yeah, thankfully not a lot of us had cameras, but I
Right.
have one of the guys ripped his shirt off and threw it. I had a piece of that guy's shirt for like it was like junior year. I pulled it out. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh my God.
That's awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the memories that are that are great to bring back up and think about
Yeah, right.
because we had so much fun.
We did. It was a lot of
Ugh.
fun.
Sometimes I really do think about what my life would have been like differently at Norwich if it wasn't for rugby because it wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh yeah. It would have been a lot different.
So, um, all right, so there's a memory I have, and I have a memory of me and Kate. You talked about how we found you guys. Me and Kate were going down to that package store there at the bottom of the hill next to the bank, that little Cumbies, no, not Cumbies, that little dive right there on the bottom of the hill by where the new library is. Remember that little
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
convenience
I,
store?
I can't remember the name of it, but yeah.
And there was an ATM right there, and me and Kate
Yep.
walked down there, and in front of us was Moscow. And it was our sophomore year, your freshman year, because she was a 90-day wonder,
Yep.
right? A 90-day wonder, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was using the ATM, and me and Kate just looked at each other like, we should talk to her. So
Yeah.
we started talking to her, and she's like, this recruit, blah, blah, blah. We're like, yeah, just drop that. We're
Yeah.
seriously, we want to talk to you about rugby. And I
Yeah.
think she said she was doing cross country running,
Yeah.
but we were talking to her about playing rugby. And I don't have a lot of memories, my memory's shot, but that I know for sure. I remember that. And
Yeah.
talking about Katie, that's what I was going to ask you. You know, we lost two girls. We lost Nicole first, and Nicole was first, yeah, and then Kate in 2005.
Yeah.
Um, she was your year group. Is
Yeah.
there any special fond memories or thoughts you want to share about her?
Well, I remember we were just getting together. We're freshmen, rookie, rooks, and we're out there and we're all getting to know each other. And we were up at University of Vermont, or not UVM, the Vermont campus, the
Oh,
VC.
BC?
Yeah, we were practicing there. And I remember, so she was there and we're hanging out, put on Jimmy Buffett. And
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, who's this? She's like, you don't know Jimmy Buffett? And she's like, I'm like, no. And she's like, oh my God. So she introduced Jimmy Buffett and all that stuff. So I remember that specifically about Kate, you know, and man, she could run. Whew.
Yes, yes, she could. And we needed runners. And Gretchen was reminding me how she could do pull-ups like nobody's business. I don't
Yep.
remember that, but
Yeah.
sorely
Yeah.
missed. Who or what from Norwich Rugby has stuck with you, or what lessons you might have taken from rugby that you've carried on through life?
Well, the one thing about rugby is that it, it was one of those things where you just persevere through pain and suffering and just,
Hmm.
and pushing it and trying to keep going. And I remember, especially when you broke your ankle and then Dizzy got hurt and we had a couple other injuries and Sue Gold and uh oh I think her and Puke ran head to head and they broke noses,
Oh gosh, yes.
yeah, blood everywhere. And I remember a lot of it was just kind of like, all right, dealing with it, not freaking out about things. You got to deal with it, and just you keep playing it. Like we keep playing, we make sure they're safe. Play kind of went on, and I remember with you, especially where there was a bunch of us standing over you, kind of pushing the scrum pile away
Hmm.
from you because you were on the ground, and it
And
was
they not stop playing. It's just
yeah,
wild.
isn't that crazy? Like it's weird. You think back, you go, oh my God, we didn't stop playing. And but it's just stuff like that, and just the camaraderie and the craziness and the stuff that we had. That's what I you know take with me in those memories, you know. So that was that that I know. I wish I could give you specifics. I'll probably things probably next week, but
Of course, it's always how it is.
yeah.
Are there any other is there anything else you want to add? Any other memories you want to talk about? Otherwise, my questions, those are my questions.
Those are your questions.
Is there anything you wanted to add about, I don't know, our time there playing rugby? I know there's a lot of memories that we had with the guys team, just bonding with them and going to their
Yeah,
games, supporting them.
yep, yep, and it was so great because we were they supported us a lot and helped us out a lot with playing and how to play and what to do. And
Hmm.
we had our coaches were hit or miss. Like we would have coaches and some kind of knew what they were doing, some didn't. And I remember the guys helping us out a lot, which was awesome. And I remember just building the team, as far as the men and the women's team, and where they are, where we were then, and then where we are now. It's wow, it's pretty amazing,
It is.
And it's interesting. I wonder if they know like how it all started and where we came from.
I was trying to think of who from the Corps played before me and Kate, and all I remember are civilians. There probably were some, I just can't remember. And
Right.
then I also remember when I came back from my junior year, the team was on the outs with President Snyder. Something happened while I was gone my junior year. You guys were partying or something. I don't know. Something happened and they weren't going to let us play my senior year. So that would have been your junior year. And we had to write this letter promising to be good.
Oh,
I don't know, something about
I
the
think that
nursing home, maybe. I don't know.
that's and I think I was playing I was playing softball during that portion. Like I played because we had the 2 seasons, remember?
Right.
We would right. So one season I was playing softball, and then so what is that? The spring.
The
So
spring, yeah.
I was playing fall rugby.
Right.
So
Makes
yeah.
sense.
So I think that happened when I was playing softball. So I really I have no idea.
Well, what is interesting is how the school, like, really, back when we played, because we came from the Vermont campus, the VC campus, over to our campus. My
Yeah.
freshman year, we took a bus from Norwich over to VC to play
Yeah.
rugby. My freshman year. And the reason why Kate and I started playing rugby was because we saw a sign that said, come to VC and play rugby. And we were like, get away from our cadre for an hour? Yes. And that's exactly why we started playing rugby. We were so
Yeah.
skinny and they would feed us and we would go to vending machines and pig out. Oh my God. And then when we came back to Norwich, it was like, oh well. But in the beginning we were just a club, and
Yeah.
Jennifer Johnson was telling me how she would have to go to President Schneider and beg for funds, just any funds, just to keep the team afloat, and even asking for pitch time. So it
Yeah.
is interesting to see how where it came from and where it is now. And
Yeah.
yep,
It's crazy. I mean, it's good, but
it's very
man,
good.
yeah, and you don't realize how, I don't know, groundbreaking things were back then. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
'Cause that stuff. You're just like, oh, I want to go play rugby. I want to go,
Right,
and so
right. You're just there, not realizing the effects it might have in the future.
right,
Yeah, it was good times. So you should go up for the 40th.
I know. But well, I'm retired now, so there we go.
Exactly. See,
Yeah. So, because when is it? What are the dates?
September. It's the 18th, that weekend.
Okay.
I'll, I'll forward the link again to the whole group.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because I miss stuff like that all the time. So
Well, now that you're
email.
retired, you need to come
I know. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that'd be fun.
and dig through your pictures for me.
I know. Yeah. I will find some. I
Pretty
found my
please. You
so
found
the
what?
far behind.
Oh,
So,
good.
and I still have my jacket. I still have,
Mhm.
so I'll have to bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. For
So
sure.
cool.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
thank you so much for chatting with me. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care. I'll see you
You
later.
too. Bye.
Your